Filipinos are known for their warm smiles, hardworking nature, and incredible resilience. But what if I told you there are places where being Filipino doesn't guarantee a warm welcome? From unfair stereotypes to outright discrimination, some countries make it harder for Filipinos to feel at home. Why are these countries less welcoming? And what lessons can we learn from these challenges? Stick with us as we explore the top 10 countries where Filipinos are not welcomed and uncover the surprising reasons behind each one. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on fascinating stories from around the world. Now let's get started. 1. South Korea. South Korea is a dream destination for many, with its booming economy and global pop culture influence. But for some Filipinos, working here isn't always a walk in the park. Language barriers and cultural differences often lead to misunderstandings, especially in workplaces dominated by locals. Additionally, reports have highlighted cases of discrimination against migrant workers, including Filipinos, who sometimes face unfair treatment or lower wages. While South Korea has made strides to improve conditions, these challenges persist for many. 2. Kuwait. Kuwait is a top destination for Filipino domestic helpers, but underneath the surface lies a darker reality. The tragic case of Joanna Demifelis in 2018, a Filipina maid found dead in her employer's freezer, shocked the world and highlighted the vulnerabilities faced by many OFWs in Kuwait. Although the Philippine government implemented a temporary worker ban and new agreements were signed, abuses still persist, with the kafala system giving employers too much control. Yet many Filipinos remain, hoping for a better life despite the risks. 3. Japan. Japan's aging population has opened up opportunities for Filipinos in caregiving and healthcare. However, some Filipinos report feeling unwelcome due to cultural expectations and societal attitudes. Filipinos often struggle with Japan's rigid workplace culture and high expectations for conformity. While many thrive, it's not uncommon to hear about feelings of isolation or difficulty fitting into a society that values homogeneity. 4. China. China has an uneasy relationship with the Philippines due to ongoing disputes in the South China Sea. This political tension often spills over into how Filipinos are perceived, leading to stereotyping and bias. Despite this, many Filipinos work in China, particularly in the education sector, as English teachers. Their professionalism and adaptability continue to change perceptions, one step at a time. 5. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has one of the largest Filipino communities in the world, but it's also one of the most controversial. Stories of abuse, withheld wages, and unfair treatment are unfortunately common. Many Filipinos describe their time in Saudi as a double-edged sword, great opportunities but at a high personal cost. Despite recent reforms in Saudi labor laws, change remains slow for those in domestic roles. 6. Lebanon. In Lebanon, the kafala system heavily impacts migrant workers, including Filipinos. This system ties a worker's visa to their employer, creating opportunities for exploitation. Filipinos in Lebanon often face long working hours, low pay, and sometimes even physical abuse. Economic instability in Lebanon has only worsened these conditions in recent years. 7. Malaysia. Malaysia might be close to the Philippines geographically, but for undocumented workers, it feels far from home. Strict immigration policies and detention crackdowns make life stressful for Filipinos working illegally in the country. Despite these challenges, Filipinos in professional sectors like business and education often find greater acceptance and success. 8. Qatar. Qatar's rapid development relies heavily on migrant workers, including Filipinos. But like other Gulf countries, its labor policies have been criticized for exploitation and poor living conditions. While progress has been made, many Filipinos still face difficulties, particularly in domestic roles, where labor laws don't always offer full protection. 9. Israel. In Israel, Filipinos are highly valued as caregivers, but visa challenges and a lack of residency rights make their lives difficult. Many live in fear of deportation if their work permits expire. Despite these challenges, Filipinos continue to provide essential services, earning the trust and admiration of Israeli families. 10. Italy. Italy is home to a thriving Filipino community, but racism and xenophobia occasionally rear their ugly heads. Some Filipinos report feeling excluded, especially during political debates on immigration. Yet Filipinos in Italy continue to shine, particularly in caregiving and domestic work, building lives of stability and hope. Despite the challenges Filipinos face in these countries, they continue to adapt, persevere, and thrive. Their resilience is a testament to the indomitable Filipino spirit. Have you or someone you know experienced challenges abroad? Share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from around the world. See you in the next video.